70 pounds. People ask me, what's your secret? I said, it's no secret. They closed all the goddamn restaurants. That's a secret. I didn't know how to cook. That was the secret. It was me at home with a Foreman grill making weenies. But yeah, we were on tour in Kalamazoo, Michigan when we got the news that we had to go home. And then we came home and we all turned on our TVs and we watched them lie to us. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy person, but they told us, remember? It's only going to be 2 weeks. That's it. They told us 2 weeks. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to ask that you go home for 2 weeks. Be with your loved ones. Be with your family. Just 2 weeks while we figure things out. Dr. Anthony Fauci has given us some new information to go by. Just 2 weeks. That's all we need. Just 2 weeks. And I apologize for using the same stereotypical old white voice. But that's the one that they used. Because that's the one we listen to in a time of crisis. It couldn't be any other voice. It couldn't be, no hombre, cállate, shut up, mira. No más 2 weeks, okay? No más tú. You're gonna go home con tu mamá y tu papá. And if COVID come to the house, you tell COVID, hey, no está aquí, güey. Come back another time, it's okay. Just 2 weeks. It couldn't be any other voice. It couldn't be, I tell you what, this is what you're gonna do, goddammit. You're gonna take your ass home, you're gonna hunker down. You're gonna hunker down, and if COVID shows up at your front door, get her done right there to the face. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Just 2 weeks. It couldn't be any other voice. It couldn't be, all right, listen up, okay, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go home, you're gonna be with your family and them, right? And if, oh, you don't wanna laugh at the black voice, huh? Whatever, that's your guilt, not my guilt. I'm fine. I'm fine. But yeah, just 2 weeks. That's what they told us. 2 weeks. And 2 weeks turned into 2 months, turned into half a year, turned into a year plus. And little by little, they told us who was most at risk for COVID-19. Come to find out, it's people over 45. Okay? People who are overweight. Here we go. Diabetics, no chingas, really? Most at risk, Latinos and African Americans. Bye, Felicia. I come to find out I was 85% of the underlying conditions. Over 45, overweight, diabetic, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Apparently, COVID is my Tinder match. Someone finally wants to swipe right. And her name is Corona. Yeah. The mask thing is still a thing. Some are for it, some are not. Some, some places it's required, some places it's optional. Biggest complaint I have heard about the mask is that the mask smells funny. And I'm here to tell you, no, it doesn't. You do. You are smelling what everyone has been telling you all these years. And finally, you're smoking what we've been smoking. Oh yeah. I'll be honest with you, my mask smells delicious. My mask smells like Oreos and Tres Leches cake, okay? If you smell my mask right now, you will Krispy Kreme yourself. It's so good. I feel like selling it on the OnlyFans website to see if I can make some money. Some of you know what's up. Sucio! Yeah, so. This next thing I'm gonna say is in no way, shape, or form political. So please don't take it that way. The vaccine. I did manage to stay busy during the pandemic. I did a movie from my living room. Yeah, and it wasn't even on Pornhub. The movie already came out in theaters. It's called Space Jam. It's the movie with LeBron. Los Angeles, you are looking at the new voice of Speedy Gonzalez. Thank you. I found it ironic that they hired the slowest Mexican to play the fastest. And 2 weeks after I get this part, I come to find out that they're trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez. I'm sure some of you heard that they came after 2 cartoons. They came after Pepe Le Pew and Speedy. Now, Pepe, I understand. He's a little touchy. But he disguises it with the But Speedy Gonzalez, what's his crime? He's Mexican and he's fast. That is not a crime. In Montebello, that's called job security. So I said, I cannot let them hurt Speedy. You know, I can't let them cancel him. So I came to his defense. Plus, it was my only job. I went to the only place I felt I could go to protect him. I went on Twitter. And Twitter, ooh, Twitter's a scary place. It is. You only go there to fight, to get into it, to prove a point. And so a friend of mine said, if you want to get some attention, use a hashtag. And so I did. And I wrote a tweet that said, hey, hashtag cancel culture. My name is Gabriel Iglesias, and I'm the new voice of Speedy Gonzalez. You cannot cancel or catch me. And I posted it. I had no idea that when you go on Twitter looking for problems, you will find them. Oh yeah, every major news outlet picked up my tweet and used it in a story about cancel culture. ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN. If I would have known that, I would have used spell check. Because my family called. Eres pendejo, qué chingados, ¿qué te pasa? No escribe bien. Oh my God. Even Fox News did a story with my tweet. Fox News. You know how I know? My bus driver Dave called me. Oh, he was thrilled. He was like, Fluffy, God damn it, I've never been prouder. You made it, baby. You're on Fox News. I said, Dave, shut up. You're stupid. He's like, America. I understand that some people need to be held accountable, but and by the way, if I'm the one telling you about cancel culture, it's already gone way too far. Because I pride myself in the fact that I'm not a comedian who's divisive. That's why I don't talk about politics, religion, or sports. Okay? Because all three will divide people. That's why I talk about food. Because food brings people together. That's right, unless you're vegan. In which case, you can leave right now. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't care if I offend you and your salad. You can leave. Bye. And the only reason why I'm so on the vegans is because I once was vegan. I know some people are like, no. Yeah. I was vegan for a little under a year. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, that's not, you weren't even vegan then if it was less than a year. But think about it. Anyone who has ever gone on a diet knows just how hard it is to change your eating habits for 1 week, much less a year. And they told me, they said, you're going to lose weight. And they were not lying. I lost weight, patience, and friends. So I'm just here to let you know, I'm back. So, I almost got canceled. I almost got canceled because I posted a tweet of one of my dogs. Now, some of you already know I have 2 Chihuahuas. Yeah. You know, people watching at home, they're like, that's not stereotypical. Yeah, I know. I have 2 Chihuahuas. I have a little boy dog named Vinny and a little girl dog named Risa. Combined weight, 14 pounds. My little girl dog, Risa, she is 4 pounds and she's 17 years old. Yeah. Her anger keeps her alive. I will confirm every stereotype about Chihuahuas. Oh yeah, it's real. The rage is real. But with me, she loves me, okay? She's 17, she has no teeth, her tongue hangs out, she's adorable. So I posted a picture of her on Twitter with the caption that basically read, going to take my little nugget to go get some chicken nuggets. And then I tagged at Chick-fil-A. Okay, so yeah, you feel that? See how the majority of the room was like, that place is good, sucks their clothes on Sunday. And then there was a few of you in here and you heard the groan, yeah. Half of those people, vegans. The other half are the ones that blew up my Twitter feed. My Twitter feed started getting flooded with nasty comments. You're stupid, you're horrible, how could you? We thought more of you. Really, Fluffy, you? And I don't know what they're talking about. The problem with cancel culture is they only attack They don't educate. They don't explain. They just attack. And they expect you to know better or understand them, but they're not willing to play nice. So here's what happens. I'm asking questions. No one wants to answer. They're like, Fluffy, you're horrible. You're terrible. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, really? Chick-fil-A? I'm like, I'm sorry. Popeyes was closed. I don't know what to tell you. They're like, you know what you're doing. I said, I am more hungry than woke. I don't know what you mean. And then finally, someone took the time to explain to me why I was wrong for that tweet. Come to find out that Chick-fil-A in the past has been known to make contributions to organizations that are a little out of line with the LGBTQ plus community. Now, forgive me for using my hand to get the letters right. I just want to get the letters right. I do consider myself a supporter and an ally, and I'm trying my best to be as understanding as I can be with the limited information I have available. Now I'm going to say it again. I'm trying to be as understanding as I can be with the limited information I have available, which basically means I only read headlines. Here's the thing, you guys. There are a million struggles in this world. Every single day, there are people trying to better their lives, trying to get to a goal, trying to achieve something to get them out of one place and into something better. And it's impossible to keep up with everyone's fight unless you mess up and then someone pulls you aside and reads you the riot act. So, here's how the conversation went. Because I finally got one. They said, well, Gabriel, if you consider yourself a supporter of the LGBTQ plus community, moving forward, will you still be tagging Chick-fil-A in future posts? I said, yes, I will. But it's not because I'm not a supporter. I'm definitely a supporter of your cause, but causes are a two-way street. You got to support mine too. I said, I tag Chick-fil-A for the same reason I tag every other company I use organically. I'm trying to get free shit. Plain and simple, don't look past it. Because, you know, after 2019, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Honestly, for me, I thought that 2019 was the best year I ever had in comedy. And the reason why I say this is because I was this close to hosting the Oscars. Yeah. Pretty sure I got a good chance next year. The year that I almost got to host, that was the year that Kevin Hart was supposed to host. And I don't know if you guys remember the story or not, but basically, Kevin Hart was supposed to host the Oscars. And anytime you host, the background check is next level, okay? They go through all of your social media, all the way back to MySpace. People over 40, you know what's up. Come to find out that 10 years ago, Kevin Hart had sent out a couple of tweets that were questionable. So the Academy confronted Kevin Hart about the tweets. And they said, Kevin, can you please explain? And Kevin was like, yes, I said those things. I acknowledged them 10 years ago. And I apologized 10 years ago. Can we move forward? And the Academy was like, well, good, Kevin. We're glad that you apologized because they've been brought to our attention again. And we need for this to go away. So we need you to apologize. And Kevin said, you can't make me apologize twice for the same thing 10 years apart. And they said, well, you have to, because if you don't, you cannot host the Oscars. And Kevin said, well, thank you, but no thank you. And he walked away from the job. I would have done the same thing in his position. Because by him apologizing, he gives more power to cancel culture, and we can't give him more. We got to take it back. So now the Academy was left with a problem, trying to find a suitable replacement for Kevin Hart, which is not an easy thing to do. So they reached out to a bunch of actors to see if there was interest, and everyone said the same thing. Thank you, but no thank you. We want no part of that Kevin Hart drama. No one wanted the job.